What's up everyone, some guy here with another Alliance War video. New Alliance, new season. This season was a short season since it ended only in 6 wars, so I'm going to be compiling the whole season to one video, mostly because I'm also taking a lot of Quake fights. But going on path 5 here, path 3 here, we are against Iron Man Infinity War on aggression armor and enhanced armor up. Just going to be using Magneto since it's a pretty easy metal fight. Magneto is really good with pretty much any hashtag metal champions. He shuts down pretty much all of them, well, most of them at least. Yeah, this is a pretty safe fight with Magneto. You just gotta know how to re-parry against Iron Man Infinity War. I usually don't land the first parry. I usually land the second parry better. That actually goes with all my parries. I usually do not land the first parry, and I just rely a lot on my re-parries, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I usually think that, I guess I do take a little bit more damage than needed. So I'm just trying to build up to 10 prowesses here, and once I get to 10 prowesses, I'm just going to double up to 20 and then double it again to 40. Probably don't need to in order to solo this fight, but I just wanted to be sure I kill him and don't want to worry about his Iron Man Infinity War's last bit of armor phase where he gets like power and auto block and stuff. But probably, well, Magneto probably is going to bypass that anyway, but I just want to drop him without any worry and stuff. This is also against High Ground, the new Alliance War tactics, so it's not very Quake friendly. However, Quake is still very good against certain matchups where High Ground doesn't apply to them, especially with this Quirk here on Strike Fury. Pretty sure Omega Red can also solo this fight. I tried Omega Red during some off-season fights, however I just wasn't very good with him. I just definitely need more practice. Yeah, so I decided to go into Quake. I'm a much better Quake player than Omega Red player, and Quake for me just a very safe fight, as long as you can quick and shake. Yeah, it's pretty easy Quake fight for this fight. You just make sure, yeah, you don't get touched. That's pretty much it. Alright, moving to section 2, path 1 here, we have this Guillotine 2099 on Vigor. I threw on the White Max pre-fight just because I had extra and just thought, why not on this fight? You don't really need a White Mag pre-fight if you are using Quake. Quake is a great matchup just because she shuts down Vigor if Concussion is up, I believe. And most of the time, the first one usually lines up perfectly if you start to fight with holding the heavy. And this fight was a very easy fight for Quake. Vigor wasn't even able to keep up with the damage I was doing, so as you can see, it kept refreshing just because I kept doing the intervals of the Vigor damages, or the health. So it's very easy Quake fight. I'm pretty sure Magneto could have done this fight as well, just because Guillotine 2099 is a metal champion. Moving on to the next fight, this is the fight where I kind of need the White Magneto pre-fights, Dr. Doom on Buffet. I messed up here. I thought I got the parry in the beginning and then tried to dex back, but I missed the parry and dexed instead and did trigger his, my precision buff got nullified and he did trigger the shock on me, so I was trying to back away and not let him heavy me to death in the corner. But a little bit of a mishap in the beginning, but from here on it's just a quick and bake fight. I just gotta parry, land on my parries. I'm actually very bad at parrying. I think that's just my thing. Like I'm a way better at quick and shake than quick and bake. I just kind of miss my parries a lot. Yeah, just bad with those timings. But anyway, fairly easy quick fight. Mini boss island, we have a Cosmic Ghost Rider on forget the nodes. I think Hurt Locker, yeah, power focus 1, enhanced special 1, very easy quick fight. I'm pretty sure you could do this fight also with Magneto, but I'm more comfortable using Quake than Magneto since I suck at parrying apparently, so Magneto requires a lot of parrying. But yeah, it's a very easy Quake fight. Yeah, there's nothing much to say. I think as long as you don't accidentally drop your heavy and push into an SP1. Even so, you can pretty easily fully evade his SP1. I'm not sure about in the corner though, maybe that's a little bit tougher, but for the most part, Cosmic Ghost Rider is not much of a that hard of a defender in my opinion. I think I do know some people who do have trouble evading or fully evading his SP1 or punishing it. I know people who sometimes get parried when they try to go back and punish it, but you can usually pretty evade a little bit early for his last hit of his SP1 and just go in and punish with pretty safely. But yeah, it's a pretty simple quick and shake fight. And this last round of Aftershock should be able to kill him. I was a little bit annoyed that I had to use one item just because I messed up a little bit on the Doom fight, or else it would have been a itemless war. Because most quick fights are fairly simple. We did end up winning, so GG to Unity. Moving on to the next war. War number 2, we are versing against D69. I think it's the first time I faced them. I might have faced them before in my previous alliance, not sure. But going on path 1 here, we are versing against Gladiator Hulk on Arc Overlord and Vigorous Assault. It's a very easy quick fight. As long as you're not, I guess getting touched or hit, you should be pretty simple. Pretty sure other fights or other champions can do this fight as well, like Nick Fury possibly. Yeah, Gladiator Hulk is not that problem of a fight, I think. He does have his regen sometimes at when he gets to 30% health, or when either opponent or the defender gets to 30% health, he does trigger his, I think, face me or some kind of regen. But most of the time, well, especially with Quake, you can just bypass that, and it's a fairly simple quick and shake fight. Alright, moving to the next fight, we have this rank or 2 Elsa on Masochism. I'm going to be using Quake as well. We definitely double check to make sure the defender is not placed with suicides. I use it a white mag fight just because I'm going to be doing it with this class disadvantage. I almost messed up here. I kind of forgot about Masochism. I wasn't holding heavy, so the first concussion or the first stun for after the concussion, after the aftershock expired didn't stick, so she regen from Masochism, and I was kind of out of rhythm for a little bit, but I was able to luckily get back in it and fully evade that heavy in the corner there. But from here on, the concussion all lines up pretty well, so it doesn't trigger Masochism again. So a little bit of a close fight there, but it went down. And moving to the next fight, we have this, I'm pretty sure it's a rank 3 man thing on Power Snack and some other nodes. I'm just going to be placing, I brought 2 white mag pre-fight because I'm the Quake guy in the battle group, so might as well bring all the synergies or the pre-fights that I can. This fight I learned it the hard way to just play parry style. I don't know, you can shut down the power snack by building up 3 to 4 aftershocks and letting them expire, so the duration of stuns is shorter, and you can dex when concussion is up to bank the precision buff and then quick and shake away. But if you accidentally drop a heavy, you'll probably need to either set that up again or just go back to go to parry style. Parry style is fairly safe if you're good at parrying. I am getting better at parrying, I would say. Although the timing is a little bit different if the defender is right in your face and they do 2 light attacks versus a medium and a medium, or a medium and a light, or a light and medium. So that's the thing that you have to kind of time. Basically just time your parry and look at the defender. That's how I see how I do parry style and time it well. But fairly simplified with Quake. You don't lose that much health from the parries as long as you're sticking down a parry. That was actually all my fight in that war. So yeah, GG to the D69, and shout out to the Interceptor, one of my buddies there, and he's a beast. Anyway, going to the next war, we are versing against DEMON. I'm going to be taking path 7 here. It's going to be Punisher 2099 on Kinetic Transference. Very easy Quake fight. Quake is probably the best counter against this guy on this fight. Maybe Magneto, maybe Corvus if you like, or Ghost if you have those synergy and like boost up real good with Corvus and just nuke him down. But in my opinion, Quake is the safest fight as long as you're not getting hit or getting hit in the block so that he doesn't gain power. But yeah, it's a fairly simple quick and shake fight. All right, moving on to section 2, path 8, we have this rank 3 void on, I forget the notes, buff and balance and feat of indestructible. I usually only take path 5s a lot, so these are kind of new paths for me, so I don't know the notes until I really get to them or when I'm reviewing the paths. I am going to be using Warlock with the White Mag pre-fight just so I can get better, more stun duration in case the defender is running max limber. It's kind of a risky, yeah, I did a risky, what is it called? Punish there of his SP1. I feel like I was too far to punish for it, but it still landed, so I'll take it. But the plan was supposed to, I was told to build up to my SP2 and then wait out the indestructible from Void and then drop that SP2 to finish the fight. But I kind of messed up my combo, or I was short on my combo, and I decided to throw my SP1 instead to catch up on the combo so I don't, yeah, I messed up on a combo here again, so I threw my SP1 again to try and catch up the combo to intervals of 10 to get rid of the debuff on me. So probably would have been faster if I kept up my combo and just build up to an SP2 and then wait for the indestructible to drop and drop that fat SP2, because Warlock's SP2 does a lot of damage and it's got a lot of hits into it, so a lot of chance to do some good crits in them. But overall it's a fairly I guess safe fight for Warlock. I think anyone could have worked as long as you are paying attention to your combos, unlike me, and making sure you are doing intervals of 10. Moving to the next fight, we have a Storm Pyramid X. I forget the nodes, but I'm just going to be using Quake. I don't think this one is a high ground war, so I think usually she is a high ground defender. But since this isn't a high ground war, she is very Quakeable. Yeah, that's it. Oh, this node is on Rich Get Richer and I think Heal Block passive. I can see why she's on this node because she sometimes can get a lot of prowesses on her, and if she gets a lot of buffs, she'll just get a lot of power, and then her SP2 is very scary. I do not know how to fully dex it at all or even want to try to attempt it. But I was a little bit annoyed that a lot of fights where I just end without showing the full attack bonus screen, which was kind of annoying, but I'm just showing here that I did indeed solo all my fights and we did win the war. This alliance was kind of weird. They ended up, I think, getting banned some members, so we automatically won and they did not clear the whole map, and we got a lot of points from that actually. But moving on to the next fight, war, we have I think it's War 3 now, GT40. Never faced them before, but do know about them, and they're a fairly strong alliance. This one is a Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think it's on path 8, I forget. I'm just gonna be using Quake again. Yeah, yeah, this is path 8, pretty sure, because it's got the passive heal block. Yeah, it's very quick, very simple quick and shake fight. Most fights are very simple for Quake as long as you can quick and shake or quick and bake sometimes, but not much to say about this fight. Pretty boring. Maybe Magneto would work just because I assume he's metal, but I didn't read the notes too well, so maybe. Alright, moving to the next fight, we have a Storm Pyramid X again. This one's on buff and balance, power drain, blood and water, and heal block. I did not play this fight too well. I kind of didn't understand the buff and balance node as well. Well, I should have just, yeah, well, basically you'll see. I was trying to just do some damage and build up some infection and then maybe get some heavies in to get some bleed going, but I get the power drain on me, and I should have thrown my SP1 here to reset the buff and balance, but I do not, and that's where it kind of bites me. I could have thrown it here as well. No, I try to bait out all her SP1s because I do not want to push her to an SP2 because I don't know how to evade it, and sometimes it is unblockable. Yeah, but from here on, I don't think I get to throw a single special. Yeah, I almost got an SP1 here, but it went away really quickly. So from here on, I'm just gonna not be able to throw an special at all, and I'm gonna constantly be power drained, and she's gonna always have that Fury on. I was a little bit worried I was gonna time out because I keep glancing, but I still only have like, it was only about a minute down, and I'm doing okay damage, but I just saw the power drain debuff. For a second, I thought it was like weakness debuff on me or something, so I was trying to like back away and let them fall off, but obviously that's not the weakness debuff, it's the power drain debuff, and has nothing to do with being close to Pyramid X, Pyramid X Storm. But yeah, as long as just don't lose my composure and just slowly like get her down little by little. I don't know if I should have thrown that heavy there. Yeah, I don't really understand Storm X that well, to be honest. I don't really know her abilities. Probably not the best idea going into the fight in a war season, but I just gotta make sure I land on my parries, because I know most of the time I die in war just because I miss a parry or miss time evading a special. And I was trying to keep in mind of the high ground node as well, just so I don't get as much, I guess, energy damage from it. So far it's okay, just a very slow fight, just because I missed my special in the beginning, and now I just won't be able to throw any specials. But yeah, going forward, I definitely will be throwing my SP1s more, or my special more, to reset the power drain imbalance. Alright, moving to the next fight, we have this rank 3 Nick Fury on Mixmaster, Aggression Prowess, and I think Enhanced Special 1. I'm going to be using Quake, and I do put on an invuln boost just because it's got some risk going into it, just because I got class disadvantage and he hits really hard, and he's got bleeds, especially in his second phase. He becomes stun immune, but I'm fairly confident with my Quake skills and Quick and Shake skills and long Quake fights, so I was pretty comfortable going in, to be honest. But I wanted to throw on the invuln boost just to be safe, because this is the first I guess long Quake fight that I'll be doing this war season, and I did not want to mess up just in case, so threw on the invuln boost. Plus we have these boosts in the loyalty store, pretty common now, and they do reset I think every, I don't know how many days, but they're always there, so I can always get more if I need it. And plus I've been saving them a lot this during the off season, so got a lot in stash. Very simple Quick and Shake fight as long as you are doing everything correctly. Sometimes I have encountered where if your swipe back is not clean, you might accidentally hold block for just a millisecond and then dex, and sometimes that will trigger the AI to throw their heavy, and that can be a little bit troublesome because Nick Fury's heavy is pretty quick, especially the first 2 hits. The last hit is obviously very slow, but the first 2 hits, sometimes this second hit can catch you. I have caught it, got caught from it before, so I was a little bit worried about that, especially when in the stun immune phase where I'm gonna be constantly dexing. Sometimes if your dex is not clean, yeah, he can catch you with that. But I try to make sure my dex is very clean and just a smooth swipe back, and make sure I don't hold block a little bit or anything. But yeah, pretty simple Quick and Shake fight as long as everything goes smoothly. I'm pretty sure Archangel or Omega Red can also do this fight just as well, but they might take a little bit of block damage from his second phase when he is stun immune. But yeah, it went pretty well. Didn't even need to use an invuln boost, thank God. Moving to section 2, we have this Emma Frost on EMP modification. I'm gonna be using Quake again, since she can ignore all the nodes, and she can also counter Emma Frost. She's just gonna be stun immune the whole fight, so it is gonna be another long Quake fight. But yeah, nothing to worry about. She's not gonna be throwing any specials, so I don't have to worry about the EMP modification. I think Doom with Mr. Fantastic synergy can also work, just because he will have the armor break on his heavies to keep Emma Frost off of the diamond form, and so he can parry her, and he is also shock immune, so he doesn't have to worry about any of the EMP modification nodes. Pretty sure there are more counters to this fight as well, but Quake works just as well. Alright, moving on to section 2, path 1. We have a Hit Monkey rank 3 on Vigor. I'm just going to be using Warlock since he can counter the Vigor a little bit with the Infection so that he's not regenning as much. Plus, Warlock just hits really hard. I just got to remember not to hit knock him down. I usually do like using Nick Fury just because Hitmonkey doesn't have that big of a health pool, so the bleeds and Nick Fury hits pretty hard, even in his first phase. Can melt him pretty quickly, but since this one is on Vigor, Warlock's Infection can play pretty well as a counter for the node. I just gotta make sure I dex all his SP1s and punish and make sure I have the infection at least one infection up before the Vigor or one Vigor triggering. But he was hitting so hard that it was just kind of bypassing it, and yeah, pretty simple Warlock fight. Alright, moving to the next fight. It's another rank 3 Doom on Buffet, I think. Yeah, on path 1. Yep, Buffet Indomitable. I'm going to be using Quake. So this time it goes a lot better than last time. I was able to start with the heavy and yeah, and just get pushed to the corner, and he melts very quickly. And I was able to land most of my parries. I think I missed like one parry or so, but yeah, like right there, I missed a parry. But for the most part, he melts pretty quickly. I barely took that much block damage. My Quake is also pretty high 6, so the most block damage does get reflected back. I was kind of annoyed that the full attack on the screen wasn't showing up again. I don't know, it's just some kind of glitch in my end sometimes. Moving on to the next fight, Strike Counter, Combat Power, Buffet, Man Thing, rank 3. I'm going to be using Quake. I think Quake and Bake. I think that's the strategy here. Because of Buffet, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty much similar to the Doom fight or even the Man Thing fight on Power Stack, just heavy parry. And the last Aftershock almost kills him, but I just dropped my heavy, and I was annoyed that the full attack screen didn't show up again. We had actually end up tying this war, which is kind of suckish, but GG to them. Next war we are against Bender. Never heard of them or faced him, but going on path 7. Yeah, path 7 on section 1 here. We are versing against a Scarlet Witch. I think this is the first Scarlet Witch I have fought in war ever. Blood and Water, buff and balance, power drain. Pretty simple Quake and Shake fight. Pretty sure Torch, I think anyone can do this fight. Maybe a poison immune, just because Scarlet Witch can put a poison on you. But yeah, pretty simple Quick and Shake fight. Bypass everything. I think she shuts down any of her buffs from gaining. So I know Scarlet Witch can sometimes be kind of unpredictable with her buffs, like power gains or like poison debuffs. But yeah, pretty simple Quick and Shake fight. Nothing to worry about there. Moving on to the next fight, we have rank 3 Nick Fury again on Mixmaster, and I think Power Focus 1. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Quake again. I think I don't use the Invuln boost this time because I feel more comfortable now. Just like any other Quick and Shake fight, pretty simple, just like the last Nick Fury fight. I think this one's only a Sig 1, so I wasn't too worried about it as well, just because he will start degenning pretty quickly when he gets to the second phase. I always check to see what Sig level the opponent is, just to, I guess, have as much information as I can before the fight. But yeah, the thing about this fight is you'd want to make sure you don't drop your heavy, because if you do and you accidentally push into an SP1, even though the concussion is preventing the paralysis from building up, when you're not holding heavy, like when you're dexing and in the corner when you're holding heavy and dexing, paralysis do build up. As you can see, it's like at 11 right now. It's just going to keep going up too, and if you accidentally push him to an SP1, I personally cannot fully evade the SP1, so I will be taking it on the block. And I think this one's unblockable SP1 too, from what I remember. I could be wrong. But his SP1 is gonna hit mad hard, even on block. Even if it's not unblockable on block, it's gonna. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kill you with that many paralysis. But when he gets into second phase, it looks like it does reset. I actually didn't know that, but still, yeah, I don't want to be in that situation. But yeah, it goes pretty well for the most part. Alright, so almost got it down. So because I've been having the issue with the full attack bonus not showing up, I decided not to press the screen this time, but it still didn't show up and it just ended on its own. So I was kind of annoyed with that. But going on section 2, path 8 here, we have a Tigra on buff and balance and feat of indestructible 2. I think she's a better placement on either, what is it called? Vigor and Vigorous Assault on path 1, first fight there, than this node here, just because Torch just melts her pretty quickly. But this one's only a 5-star as well, so I assume they didn't have a rank 3 6-star to play, so they probably just play someone better on that node maybe. But fight went really quickly. She kind of just killed herself with the Nova Flames there. Going to the next fight, this is a Terrax. I forget what the node is, but I was kind of worried that he was going to gain power with his, I think it's like, yeah, Rich Get Richer, that's right. I was afraid that his indestructible buffs is going to make him gain power, and he's just going to be constantly having the, I guess, his rock shield around him, or he's just going to gain power to like an SP1, and I'm going to be stuck in a corner. But luckily, he does not gain power with that, and it goes pretty well for Quick and Shake. At this time, I think Global is also down already, so I was able to not worry much about a Global. I actually don't think this guy's a high ground defender anyway, but anyway, pretty simple Quick and Shake fight as long as you do not mess up. Pretty easy quick fight there. Unfortunately, the full attack bonus does not show up again, which is really annoying. But moving on to the next fight, rank 3 thing, I decided to use the WAG pre-fight just because on kinetic transference and indestructible, feat of indestructible 2, I think. Another easy quick and shake fight since you're not getting touched, or yeah, nobody's getting touched and he shouldn't be gaining any power, so I could just bypass all of the nodes actually. I'm pretty sure there are other counters for this fight as well, but Quake is just a lot easier for this fight. Pretty simple quick and shake fight, and again the full attack bonus does not show up, so I just like to go to the end of the road here just to show that I did solo all my fights and there's 0 item use, and pretty much all my defenders or attackers are at full health, and we did win this war, so GG to them. Going to the next war, I forget what war this is, 4, 5. We are versing against ASR. Probably one of the tougher alliance out there. I'm gonna be going on path 5, one of my old paths here, going against Havoc on Ebb and Flow Intercept, no, Ebb and Flow Knockdown, and I think Heavy Hitter. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Warlock. For this fight, you need to know how to re-parry pretty much, because his first medium you won't be able to parry stun him. Warlock is also great because on all the non-contact hits, you can power drain him. Plus, Warlock has the armor up buff on him, so he doesn't have to worry about the, I guess, what is it called? The plasmas from detonating on him. Yeah, Warlock's just all around a great fight against Havoc. Just a great Havoc counter. I'm gonna knock him down when he's stunned to trigger the, to give myself the passive fury to do more damage. And my plan is just to knock him down again to get to my SP2 and then drop the fat SP2. Should be able to finish the fight, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Or it does a good amount of damage for sure, at least. Yeah, so I draw my SP2 here with the passive fury up, and it does a good chunk. And I think it almost kills him. Yeah, he's pretty much almost dead. I just gotta do like another hit. Yeah, 12k medium, pretty nice. But yeah, Warlock is a very safe fight for this. I waited this time to make sure the full attack bonus came up, and it did, so I was pretty happy that it does show up. Next fight, it's another steady build of Fury and Heavy Hitter, rank 3 Doom. Very easy quick fight. I think this is, Yeah, that's it. I thought no, yeah, I thought this was like another ebb and flow or something, but no ebb and flow. Very easy quick fight, and this one doesn't have any kind of node that it'll like no power snack or anything or buffet, so I can just quick and shake pretty comfortably. Doom is very good, or Quick is a pretty good counter against Doom for that reason, because Doom's block damage can be a much sometimes, but with Quake you can just bypass everything, even against a rank 3 defender. And moving to the next fight, this is probably my third rank 3 Nick Fury on what is it called? Yeah, Mixmaster and Aggression Prowess and Power Focus 1. This one is not a sick one, but either way, it should be pretty simple fight for Quake as long as I'm doing everything correctly. Yeah, pretty simple quick and shake fight. Alright, moving to section 2, path 8, we are versing against Korg on buff and balance, and I think in this Feet of Indestructible 2. I'm going to be using Quake, Fairly and Z Quake fight. This one is a 6-star, I think it's a rank 3. I think most 6 stars are going to be rank 3 in this war fight. But pretty simple quick and shake fight. I'm pretty sure you could do this fight with Omega 2. I could be wrong. But yeah, not much to worry about, just as long as you're doing everything correctly. And he does become unblockable, unstoppable sometimes from the dexes I'm doing, but most of the time concussion does shut that down, and not much to worry about. Alright, moving to mini boss Allen, we finally get some mini boss action. It's a man thing on vigorous assault, I think, and recovery. I've taken this fight many times before. It's a very simple quick and shake fight. I think you could do this fight with pretty much anyone, as long as you remember that he does, I think, regen when he gets to about 50% in his health. But other than that, it's a pretty easy quick and shake fight. I've even seen people using Torch with Nova Flame against him, but I personally wouldn't do it during war fight or season war fight, just because you can get the poison on you, and his poison is pretty potent and can drain you pretty fast. But most of the time, the fights I've seen with Torch, they kind of nuke him down with the Nova Flame before the poison even gets on Torch. But yeah, pretty easy quick and shake fight. I think this is actually the 6th war of the season, so it is the last war of the season, and this is the last fight. Very simple fight. As you can see, I did pretty much a lot of Quake fights. Only like maybe 5% or 10% of my fights aren't Quake fights. Yeah, unfortunately, the Quake fights are pretty boring for war videos. But it is what it is. Whatever helps with the battle group and the alliance. And that is it for me from this war. Unfortunately, we do lose this war. Not by much, I can't remember. But this ends the season for season 27. We did place Master in 6. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next season whenever they fix the bugs.